Imagine this. You finish your day, your muscles have carried you through every task, every step, every challenge. But while you sleep, something extraordinary is supposed to happen. Your body is designed to repair, to rebuild, to make you stronger by morning. Yet for many people, that process does not happen as efficiently as it could. Instead of waking up restored, they wake up stiff, sore, and sometimes weaker. Why does this happen? It is not just about age. It is about biology, because deep inside your muscles, every single fiber is like a construction site at night. Workers, enzymes, growth factors, and stem cells are ready to repair the wear and tear of the day. But here is the catch. Those workers need the right materials to build with. Without them, construction slows down, the scaffolding weakens, and recovery stalls. Over time, this can mean muscle loss, frailty, and vulnerability to injuries. Now, here is the good news. Research shows that by giving your body very specific nutrients before you go to bed, you can supercharge this repair process. Think of it like handing those nighttime workers the exact blueprint and bricks they need to rebuild stronger walls. 4 vitamins in particular, when taken in the evening, can help your muscles regenerate while you sleep. And just as importantly, there are 2 supplements often taken at night that actually sabotage this process, quietly undermining recovery. Why does this matter? Because muscle health is not just about looking toned or lifting weights at the gym. It is your engine for life. Strong muscles help regulate your blood sugar, protect your bones, fuel your metabolism, and even keep your brain sharp. In fact, studies show that maintaining muscle mass can add years of healthy living, not just more years, but better years. Here is what is really happening inside your body while you sleep. Your growth hormone peaks, your blood flow redistributes, and your muscles enter a phase of repair. This is when mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, recharge. This is when microscopic tears and muscle fibers knit themselves back together, making you stronger for the next day. But only if your body has the raw materials to complete the job. Tonight, I am going to take you inside that repair process and show you which 4 vitamins act as the master builders, the ones that turn nighttime into a powerful window of healing and renewal. And I will also reveal the 2 common supplements that may look helpful on the surface, but actually block or slow this repair, leaving your body struggling in the dark. By the end of this talk, you will know exactly what to take, what to avoid, and how to align your nutrition with the natural rhythms of your body so that you do not just sleep, you rebuild. So, if you're ready to wake up feeling stronger, clearer, and more resilient, stay with me, because the science here could change the way you think about vitamins, sleep, and muscle health forever. Picture your muscles as a city that never truly sleeps. During the day, traffic surges, buildings wear down, and streets take damage from constant use. At night, the construction crews roll in to patch potholes, reinforce bridges, and even erect new structures, but those crews cannot even start the job unless the city lights come on. The first vitamin I want to share with you tonight is vitamin D, the ignition switch that flips the lights and signals repair to begin. Here is what is really happening inside your body. Vitamin D acts like a molecular foreman. It binds to special receptors inside your muscle cells, activating the very genes responsible for protein synthesis. This is the blueprint for muscle repair. Without adequate vitamin D, those repair genes stay quiet, as if the workers are standing by but never receive their orders. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that individuals with healthy vitamin D levels not only built more lean muscle, but also recovered faster from exercise-induced muscle damage. Interestingly, the study showed that the timing of vitamin D intake matters, because vitamin D also influences melatonin pathways and calcium regulation. Taking it at night appears to amplify the muscle's natural repair rhythms that peak while you sleep. So how do you actually apply this? Here is a practical protocol. Aim for around 1,000 to 2,000 international units of vitamin D, 3 in the evening, preferably with a small meal that contains healthy fat like salmon, avocado, or a drizzle of olive oil. Because vitamin D is fat-soluble and absorbs best this way. If you prefer food-based sources, consider an evening snack of sardines on whole grain toast or a small serving of fortified yogurt before bed. Both deliver vitamin D along with other repair-friendly nutrients like calcium and protein. And here is something fascinating. Combining vitamin D with magnesium in the evening actually helps activate it more efficiently, since magnesium is required to convert vitamin D into its active form. If this is resonating so far, subscribe for more science-backed health strategies, because what we are uncovering tonight is not just about vitamins, but about reclaiming your body's natural ability to rebuild itself. By giving your muscle cells that ignition switch at night, you are not only supporting overnight recovery, but also building a foundation for strength, stability, and resilience that carries into every part of your day. Think of your muscles as a field of crops after a long day of sunlight and wind. By evening, the stalks are weathered, the soil is stressed, and tiny cracks appear. If left unprotected, pests and erosion will slowly strip the field of its vitality. In the same way, your muscles are constantly exposed to microscopic damage from free radicals, unstable molecules that chip away at the very fibers you need for strength. This is where vitamin C comes in. The shield that defends your muscles during their most vulnerable time, the night. Here is what is really happening inside your body. Every time you move, tiny tears form in your muscle fibers. That is normal. It is the signal for growth, but those tears also release oxidative stress. If oxidative stress is left unchecked, the damage spreads like rust on metal, weakening the repair process. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that quenches these free radicals before they cause deeper harm. And it does more. Vitamin C is a critical cofactor for collagen synthesis. Collagen is the scaffolding that holds your muscle tissue together, like the steel framework in a skyscraper. Without enough vitamin C, your muscle fibers cannot knit themselves back into a stronger structure. The research shows this clearly. A study from Nutrients in 2020 revealed that athletes with higher vitamin C intake had significantly reduced muscle soreness and recovered faster after training. But it is not only for athletes. Even in older adults, nightly vitamin C has been shown to preserve muscle mass and improve functional strength. So, how do you bring this into your nightly routine? A simple evening ritual is a small bowl of kiwi, strawberries, or a slice of papaya after dinner. These fruits are rich in vitamin C and also contain natural enzymes that support digestion and absorption. If you prefer supplements, around 500 milligrams in the evening is sufficient for most people. Pairing it with a protein source, such as a cup of Greek yogurt, ensures that vitamin C is delivered alongside the amino acids your muscles need. For those who enjoy a calming bedtime tea, consider rosehip or hibiscus tea. Both are naturally high in vitamin C and create a soothing pre-sleep routine while doubling as muscle protection. The key is this. Vitamin C does not just patch up damage, it prevents the spread of microscopic injury, ensuring that your muscles wake up stronger instead of weaker. Imagine wrapping your muscles in a protective shield before bed, one that allows your repair crews to work without interference. That is the quiet power of vitamin C at night. Imagine you are renovating a house. The workers are on site. The blueprints are ready. The protective barriers are in place. But then you realize there is no lumber, no bricks, no scaffolding to hold the structure together. Progress halts. That is exactly what happens inside your body if you are missing vitamin K2 at night, the essential supplier of scaffolding for your muscle and bone repair. Here is what is really happening inside your body. Vitamin K2 directs calcium, one of the body's primary building materials, to the right place. Without K2, calcium drifts into arteries or soft tissue, where it can actually cause harm. But with vitamin K2, calcium is locked into your bones and muscles, where it strengthens structural integrity. Think of K2 as a traffic controller that ensures every truckload of materials gets to the construction site, not dumped in the wrong neighborhood. Recent studies have highlighted the muscle benefits of vitamin K2. A 2022 paper in Frontiers in Physiology revealed that vitamin K2 supplementation improved mitochondrial efficiency in muscle cells, meaning your cells produced more energy for repair and recovery. Other research shows that vitamin K2 works synergistically with vitamin D3, the ignition switch we discussed earlier. Together, they activate the genes for repair and then deliver the raw scaffolding for rebuilding. So, how do you actually use this information? Here is a practical nighttime protocol. For supplementation, aim for about 90 to 120 micrograms of vitamin K2 in the MK7 form, which is the most bioavailable and has a longer half-life in the body. Food-based options are delicious and surprisingly simple. A small serving of natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish, is one of the richest sources of K2. If natto is not to your taste, aged cheeses like Gouda or Brie provide excellent amounts. Pairing vitamin K2 with vitamin D3 in the evening creates a powerful synergy. One turns on the repair signals, the other provides the structural reinforcement. Now, here is something fascinating. Muscle fibers that receive both vitamin D and K2 overnight show stronger crosslinks in their connective tissue. That means fewer injuries, better performance, and greater resilience as you age. If this message is speaking to you, subscribe for more science-backed health strategies. Because what we are building here is not just knowledge, it is a nightly blueprint for your body to rebuild itself. So when you think of vitamin K2, picture scaffolding rising around every microscopic tear in your muscles, securing calcium in place and ensuring that your body does not just heal, it strengthens. Think of your body as an orchestra. The musicians are your hormones, your enzymes, your cells. Each one has a part to play, but without a conductor, the music turns into noise. At night, your circadian rhythm is that conductor, setting the tempo for repair, recovery, and renewal. And the vitamin that helps this orchestra stay in perfect rhythm is vitamin B12. Here's what is really happening inside your body. Vitamin B12 is essential for the production of red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. Oxygen is like the fuel that keeps the repair crews working through the night. Without enough oxygen, recovery slows, fatigue lingers, and the morning leaves you drained instead of refreshed. But vitamin B12 does more. It plays a direct role in synthesizing neurotransmitters that regulate sleep and mood. Studies have shown that individuals with low B12 often experience fragmented sleep patterns and reduced melatonin production. In other words, without B12, the conductor loses the beat and the orchestra stumbles. A 2021 study published in Nutrients found that evening supplementation of B12 improves sleep quality and enhanced markers of muscle metabolism in older adults. Another fascinating finding, B12 works closely with folate to regulate DNA synthesis, meaning it helps muscle stem cells divide and regenerate during the night. So how do you apply this in a simple way? If you are supplementing, aim for about 500 to 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin, the active form of B12 taken in the evening with dinner. For food-based options, consider a small serving of wild-caught salmon, a slice of pasture-raised liver pate, or even fortified plant-based milks if you follow a vegetarian lifestyle. Pairing B12 with foods rich in folate, like leafy greens or lentils in your evening meal, enhances its effectiveness, creating a synergistic boost for muscle stem cell activity. The beauty of vitamin B12 is that it not only feeds your muscles oxygen, but also harmonizes your sleep cycles. That means you are not just repairing muscle tissue, you are sinking into deeper, more restorative sleep, the kind that leaves you feeling alert, clear, and stronger the next day. Imagine your body as an orchestra where every note is perfectly timed, every instrument in sync, and the performance building to a powerful crescendo. That is what happens when vitamin B12 aligns with your circadian rhythm at night. Imagine this. Your repair crews are finally at work inside your muscles. The lights are on from vitamin D, the shield of vitamin C is protecting them, the scaffolding from vitamin K2 is set, and the rhythm is being conducted by vitamin B12. Then suddenly, a citywide power outage strikes. The machinery grinds to a halt. The crews stand idle, and the whole project is delayed. That is exactly what can happen when you take melatonin supplements at night, thinking they will help you sleep better. Here is what is really happening inside your body. Melatonin is a natural hormone your brain produces to signal that it is time to rest. But when you add in large supplemental doses, you override your body's own finely tuned rhythm. Instead of supporting natural sleep cycles, you may disrupt them, flattening the peaks and valleys of growth hormone release that are essential for muscle repair. Growth hormone is like the project manager of your nighttime construction crew. It triggers protein synthesis, stimulates muscle stem cells, and accelerates recovery. But excess melatonin supplementation can blunt this process, leaving your muscles without their manager at the most critical time. Research is beginning to confirm this. A 2019 study in the Journal of Pineal Research found that high-dose melatonin supplementation altered growth hormone secretion patterns in adults, particularly when taken nightly for long periods. This means that instead of enhancing recovery, melatonin may actually slow it down. So what can you do instead? Support your body's natural melatonin production by dimming lights in the evening, reducing screen time an hour before bed, and keeping your bedroom cool and dark. Include foods that naturally support melatonin rhythm, like tart cherries, walnuts, or warm chamomile tea. These work with your body rather than overriding it. If you do take melatonin, use it sparingly at very low doses and only during times of disruption, for example, after crossing time zones. Do not make it a nightly habit if your goal is long-term muscle recovery. If this resonates with you, subscribe for more science-backed health strategies, because small adjustments like this can be the difference between waking up stronger or waking up stalled. So the next time you think about reaching for melatonin, remember, it may dim the very hormonal signals your muscles need to rebuild themselves. Instead, let your body's natural rhythms rise to their full potential. Picture this. Your nighttime repair crews are hard at work, welding, patching, and reinforcing your muscles. The shield of vitamin C is protecting them. Vitamin D and K2 are supplying the blueprint and scaffolding, and vitamin B12 is keeping the rhythm steady. But then, a truckload of sand is dumped right into the construction site. It clogs the machinery, slows down the workers, and makes every task harder. This is what happens when you take high doses of calcium supplements at night. Here is what is really happening inside your body. Calcium is essential. Yes, it fuels muscle contraction and helps build bones, but timing matters. At night, when your muscles need to relax, too much calcium in your bloodstream can interfere with magnesium's role in calming muscle fibers and supporting deep, restorative sleep. Instead of repair, your muscles may stay tense, restless, and unable to fully recover. And there is another hidden layer. Excess calcium at the wrong time can disrupt the delicate balance of hormones like parathyroid hormone, which regulates how calcium is used in your bones and muscles. When this rhythm is thrown off, calcium may deposit in places you do not want it, such as soft tissue, while leaving your muscles undersupplied with the nutrients they need most. The research is clear. A 2020 review in Advances in Nutrition warned that unbalanced calcium supplementation, particularly without vitamin K2, can raise the risk of vascular calcification and muscle dysfunction. Taken at night, calcium may do more harm than good by pulling resources away from the very repair process you are trying to support. So what should you do instead? Focus on food-based calcium sources earlier in the day. Leafy greens at lunch, a serving of yogurt or sardines at breakfast. This aligns calcium intake with your body's natural rhythm. Support your nighttime recovery with magnesium-rich foods instead. A handful of pumpkin seeds, a square of dark chocolate, or a banana with nut butter before bed. Magnesium calms muscles, improves sleep quality, and even helps activate vitamin D. If you do supplement with calcium, keep it modest and take it earlier, with breakfast or lunch, never as a bedtime ritual. By avoiding high-dose calcium at night, you clear the path for your muscles to relax, recover, and rebuild. Imagine letting your construction crew work without sand in the gears. Smoother, faster, more efficient. So remember this, calcium is not the enemy, but mistimed calcium can quietly weaken your body's repair. At night, magnesium is your ally, not calcium. Tonight, we have taken a journey inside your body into the hidden world of repair that unfolds while you sleep. We have seen that your muscles are not idle at night. They are alive with construction, patching the tiny tears of the day, fortifying your strength, and preparing you for tomorrow. But just like any construction project, they need light, protection, scaffolding, and rhythm to succeed. That is why 4 vitamins matter so profoundly. Vitamin D is the ignition switch, turning on the genes for repair. Vitamin C is the shield, defending your muscles from oxidative stress and weaving collagen into their fabric. Vitamin K2 is the scaffolding, directing calcium to build strength where it belongs. And vitamin B12 is the conductor, harmonizing oxygen delivery and circadian rhythm so that repair and deep sleep rise together. We also uncovered 2 hidden saboteurs. Supplemental melatonin, though often used for sleep, can blunt your growth hormone and dim the signals your muscles need to rebuild. And calcium, when taken in high doses at night, can clog the process, stiffen recovery, and even misdirect vital minerals away from your muscles. Here is what this means for you. Your nightly routine can either be the greatest ally of your muscle health or its quietest enemy. The choice is not complicated. It is about aligning with your biology. 4 vitamins to rebuild, 2 supplements to avoid, and suddenly the night becomes your strongest medicine. I encourage you to choose one protocol tonight, perhaps a small evening bowl of kiwi for vitamin C, maybe a supplement of vitamin D3 and K2 with dinner, or a